You know I stay solid, stop hating on the kid. I ain't got no smut. Always gossiping like a little bitch. You motherfuckers need to grow up. Ain't no stopping once I get to popping. Tell a young nigga, hold up. Never told on nigga or folded on my niggas. I ain't got no smut. You know I stay solid, stop hating on the kid. I ain't got no smut. Always gossiping like a little bitch. You motherfuckers need to grow up. Ain't no stopping once I get to popping. Tell a young nigga, hold up. Never told on nigga or folded on my niggas. I ain't got no smut.
Listen up, man. If you want all the gossip, all the gang-banging news, all the real politics, come to Smut Free TV.
Hottest in the streets, Smut Free TV, god damn. I know it, man, Smut Free TV, garbage ass nigga. The best in the streets and the hottest in the streets with your garbage ass. If you ain't tapped in, you're Rebecca!
Let's get it.
Dawgface.
What's the word with you, brother?
Man, live and direct, man. What we on, gang, man.
Oh shit, bro. Can you hear me real good?
Yeah. Happy Memorial Day too, man. You know.
I don't believe in that bullshit.
Hey, niggas is street vets, man.
Why
Hey,
you
who?
laugh like that?
Niggas is street vets, nigga.
Oh yeah, I don't pay attention to that shit, bro. Yeah.
Niggas street vets, good. Nah.
Shit.
All right, my nigga Dawgface in the building. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Make sure y'all share the stream. We going crazy. We on Clubhouse, man. If you want to join the conversation, look for Clubhouse, Smut Free TV in the hallway. You feel me? But yeah, hey, so Face, man, how you doing, man? Let's get into it, cause you've been rocking and rolling. You know, what's the update on JR, man? Cause you know you the one, man. You the chosen one for JR.
We going to trial, bro. We having pre-trial conference. The trial is officially set. The jury trial is officially set for the 6th. We going to trial, bro. We ain't pleading nothing. We ain't accepting nothing. We not capitulating to nothing, bro. You hear me?
Yeah, and I
And,
see he got a did he pick up like somebody lawyer?
yeah, Pooh Sykes' lawyer.
He got Pooh Shiesty's lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the whole thing is it's just so for update purposes, bro. Listen, the NBA guys made statements. They gave statements. Uh, I mean, they denied robbing him. They denied trying to rob him. They denied jumping on him. They denied everything, and they also denied that they ever had a firearm. So despite the video that we see, uh, the feds allowed them to play that card.
Yeah, that's nasty work. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, super nasty.
How is JR? Have you talked to him? Is he in good spirits?
I talked to him about a week and a half ago, bro. And yeah, I mean, he rocking and rolling, bro. He ain't no stranger to being locked up, but he's not a stranger to getting in, to being involved with. He's no stranger to the streets and all the things that come with the streets. So, we just waiting to see how the cards play out, bro. It's a hearing or two before the actual trial starts with pre-trial conferences. And the couple of motions are gonna be there's a couple of motions that are gonna be filed. Waiting to see how the court's gonna rule on them, bro. Because in our mind, you don't get to a firearm. You don't get to a shooting. You don't get to anything else without first him being assaulted and robbed first. And so, but we don't have the answer to anything. Just so we're on the same page. We don't have the answer to a shooting because he hasn't been charged for the shooting. They had the opportunity to come with the supplemental indictment. And in the supplemental indictment, as you guys can see, he has not been charged with any acts of violence whatsoever. It's still the gun case. So that's the strangest shit in the world. Because the feds had the opportunity to add additional charges to him, but they didn't. They try and use that gun to force him to say other things that he don't have no knowledge about. You feel me?
Yeah. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. And basically we just gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? It's just a waiting game. Like, I don't expect you to be because I know you giving us updates, but I'm just everything will be unfolded when the trial comes out. It's just hard to tell right now, right?
Well, I mean, we already got a clear game plan. We already know what we have. We know what should happen. We have a lot of evidence on our side of the equation. The simple fact of the matter is, Rockstar, he does not know where the gun came from. He did not have a gun when he walked into confessions. He doesn't know where the gun came from. All he knows is that somebody hollered, "Get the gun, get the gun." He looked around and it was a gun sitting right next to him, and he grabbed it and he used it to defend himself. That's all he know. He can't tell him where the gun came from or who had the gun. All he knows is that the gun magically appeared and he used it to defend himself.
Hmm.
That's all we know. We don't know where it came from.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a lot of pointing fingers already. Already pointing fingers, man. I
Yeah,
feel
so my thing is, I said the gun came from the Lord Himself that He used to strike down them demon ass bitch ass niggas.
yeah, that's a fact. That could have been God, right?
It was God, as far as we concerned. Because just imagine yourself being mobbed on by 5, 6 motherfuckers, and then motherfuckers doing everything they thought they wanted to do to you, and then something appears to switch the motherfucking advantage to your favor. Just imagine that.
Yeah.
We don't know. He doesn't know where the gun came from. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't looking around to see who dropped what. So that's the crazy part about what people are saying. The feds are trying to force him to say where the gun come from. He don't know where it came from.
Oh, you said the feds are forcing him to try to.
No, 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 no. But they want him to say where the gun came from. He does not know where it came from. He was being assaulted and robbed by multiple people. He wasn't looking around to see where the gun dropped out of or whose pocket it was in, or he wasn't looking around to none of that shit. He was trying to defend himself. All he knows is that when he looked around, it was the gun right next to him. That's all he knows.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, Dawgface, man. I'm gonna pray for Allstar JR because I know he probably, like it's an unfortunate situation. It's just fucked up, man. When you defending yourself, when you really, in the right, but in the law, they gonna look at you wrong.
You know, what I mean, the crazy part about it is, man. So listen, just imagine you being caught up in a situation like that, and now you got people trying to say, I mean, it's the craziest shit in the world. And then they always say that time is the best judge. When you look at what has happened to the NBA guy after all this shit happened, he went back. Now listen, he talking all this NBA YoungBoy shit, all this YB shit, all this gangster shit. He in a wheelchair, right? He go back to his hometown where he supposed to be God and where the NBA squad supposed to be millionaires if you let them tell it.
Yeah.
He go back to his own hometown, to his own block, and he gets served up by his own people. That should tell you everything you need to know about how them guys really land, man.
For real. You ain't lying. Hey, yeah, man. Free JR. You know what I'm saying? Free JR. Like I said, Dogface gonna keep y'all updated on JR status and on everything that's going on. You feel me? He's the official spokesperson for JR in these YouTube streets. You understand me? So, that's always good to have that exclusive because it has I don't think we ever seen nothing like this where somebody was able to be the voice for a person, when a situation this massive happens, and it's like, Dogface got the credibility, man, and he running it up, he keeping JR name alive, and he gonna keep us updated in the process, man. You know, um, Face, man, what you think about
Hey,
what
Rob,
we got
before we move on, Rob, let me say this, right?
Okay.
So last time I was on your show, we was going over some content that them whole ass niggas over there under Wack 100 was talking about. They did a show where they said that, oh, JR never said that Dawgface was the spokesman for him. Academics was lying for him. I sent you the proof to when the last conversation I had with academics. Academics said, yeah, JR, I did talk to JR, and JR did tell me that if you didn't hear from Dawgface. So what that does is that destroys the already it further destroys the already weak credibility them guys over there up on the Wack 100 talking about. You hear me? Them guys
Yeah.
just sitting over there. Listen, let me tell you something, right? Wack 100 jumped in Allstar JR DM, like he said, looking for some type of connection with JR. He didn't know JR. He had never met JR before. When Wack 100 figured out that he couldn't get up under JR, then he went on Clubhouse again saying, "Oh, he's stupid. He a dumbass nigga. He this, that, and the third." He did that after he realized that, oh, Dawgface speaking for JR. There ain't no way in the world I'm gonna be able to get next to JR so that I can put myself in the equation. Because the whole thing Wack wanted to do is Wack wanted to put himself in the equation like he was plugged in with Detroit. That's what he wanted to do. And
Yeah.
so he has some lame ass nigga on his show who claimed to have grown up with JR, claimed to be from the city of Detroit, but he was saying all negative shit about JR. Once Wack figured out that it was true that I'm representing JR's interests on YouTube, he knew he couldn't do shit, but he wanted to be somebody who somebody could call
Yeah.
to talk to about JR.
Yeah.
That's why he jumped into it because you don't know JR at all. I've been doing JR for over a decade, so it wasn't no secret when JR watched how I defended 42 Doug. JR watched how I defended T Grizzly.
What was
So
the
JR,
DM? What was the DM to JR about?
he just wanted to reach out to him so he can have something to say. See, we in the world we playing a content game. So Wack 100 wanted to be able to go on academics and talk about what JR told him about something. But JR never gave Wack 100 no details about nothing that happened in the case. So now academics can't call Wack 100 for no update about nothing going on with him because he don't know shit because JR ain't talking to him. And
Hmm.
I mentioned to JR about what Wack said. And Wack did DM him trying to get in the mix. What he tried to do is just try to get in the mix. I'm a DM him, you know what I'm saying, trying to befriend him right quick so that I can report back to people that I talked to JR and I can give y'all some details about what the fuck was going on. But he never got no details about what the fuck was going on. He was trying to put himself in the mix so that he could be interviewed about and so he can have some firsthand information to tell people about what JR said. But JR never gave him no motherfucking details about nothing that happened that night. JR gave details about what happened that night to academics, Vlad, and Mafi, and myself.
Hmm. Hey, see, that's. I just don't understand. Like, a nigga wants to insert himself so bad in the conversation. Is that what I'm getting? You hear me, Face? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. That nigga, Face phone. Face, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, we couldn't hear you for a second. I said it sounds like a nigga just wants to insert himself in the conversation so bad for some reason. Is that what I'm
Yeah,
getting?
listen, because yeah, that's what you're getting. It's the hot. It's listen on the urban news, hip hop, entertainment wire. The whole All Star JR, J Prince Jr., NBA. That shit. It's shit. That's the hottest story on the wire. Besides the whole Pooh Shiesty situation, Wack can't claim no knowledge about what's going on with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Man because Gucci and Pooh Shiesty and nobody in Pooh Shiesty can't talk to Wack. So academics can't call him and ask him about none of that shit because he don't have no inside connection to nothing going on over there. The next hottest story is
All
the
Star.
All Star JR situation. So
Yeah.
he was trying to insert himself into it by reaching out to JR through DM.
Hmm. And
If you
JR didn't
think,
bite.
man, yeah, he responded to him, but he didn't give him no information. Bro, JR watched Wack 100 and Baby Shooter live on T Grizzly. And even though T Grizzly and JR don't have a relationship, despite the fact that they was in the same rap group years ago. They don't have no relationship, but there ain't no beef between them two. So JR was watching Wack 100 and them live. To this very day, we still waiting on the paperwork that Baby Shooter said he had about T Grizzly snitching on him. We already proved that the two pieces of paperwork, the police report and then the supplemental. court of appeals document. We already proved that shit was fake. We
Yeah.
already proved that shit was fake. We still ain't got none of that shit from the baby shooter bitch ass nigga. We still ain't got no proof. He still talking about, oh, I'm gonna wait till I get interviewed about something. Get interviewed. Listen, my nigga, you calling the motherfucker a snitch. You calling the motherfucker rat. Wack 100, he held us off as long as he possibly could till baby shooter came home. And we still haven't seen the paperwork
Mm.
justifying or showing us how baby shooter is free. We still ain't seen that.
Yeah. I mean, maybe his hood has. We haven't, but I don't know.
Yeah, we still ain't seen it. And then he said, then Wack 100 said on No Jumper that he just got Baby Shooter a $500,000 deal. For what?
You
A
crazy.
half. He said on No Jumper, I just get Baby Shooter a $500,000 deal. For what? Is it a record deal? Is it a promo deal? Is it a YouTube deal? What kind of deal is it? Where's the announcement at? Who gave you a $500,000 to do what? So
Yeah.
you mean tell if you give a motherfucker $500,000 for something, don't you expect to see some motion?
Yeah. No, for sure.
Come
Hey.
on, man.
Hey. So is Wack like the biggest pump faker in the game?
Absolutely. All you gotta do is look at the shit he been doing. Hey, listen, bro. Just pay attention to a couple of things. He's been moving around with uh with
What they say? 20, 30 Crips.
bro. How was a guy who been claiming pyro his whole life? How was he moving around with all Crips? And once again, why are the Crips? I know that all Crips are not the same, and I know all of them don't get along with each other. I understand that, but I want to know why ain't he moving with the Pyrus? What's going on with him and the Pyrus where he can claim Pyru, but he's still running behind all Crips? What's
Yeah.
going on? I'm confused about that. I need
Yeah.
somebody. I need somebody to explain to me how motherfuckers watch what he did with Brick Baby, and I'm not blaming Brick Baby situation on him totally. They watched what he did with Loose Cannon, and I'm saying Loose Cannon was stupid as a motherfucker to follow behind Wack. Everybody watching all this shit, but yet the Crips still rolling behind this nigga. I'm confused. And on top of that, when you look at how he moving with Blueface, when you look at how he moving with the so-called shows that he booking, everywhere he go, he bumping heads with people, right? You don't see no business. All you see is him bumping heads. So if you a manager, why is it everywhere you go with your artist, the biggest story is not the show, it's not what your artist did on stage, it's not nothing that got to do with your artist. The biggest story is you getting into it with the club owner, the security, the promoters, or something like that. I'm confused as to why is that already always the motherfucking story.
Yeah. I don't get like every city he. You right? Because it's been a pattern. It's been a pattern, and I don't know if he's just trying to keep his name relevant while he's on tour since he's not doing Adam and Wack like that so much. You know. I mean, I don't really get it. Like, cause there's a lot of picking and choosing, man. It sounds like a bunch of guys that we don't even like. Who are these guys? You know, like
Man, I don't know, but listen, the whole thing when he faked had to call you out. Come on, my nigga, you out there with 30,000 motherfuckers. You ain't want to see me one on one on. You don't want to see me. The police all around this bitch. Now look at what we got. We not in no motherfucking Compton, nigga. We in Arizona. You know the white people don't play them kind of games out there. You hear me? Come on, we in Arizona, bro. You might as well be in you. The only thing worse than Arizona is Utah, my nigga.
you hear me?
So you know when you got listen, bro. I got it's a lot of people where I'm from Detroit and from Pontiac who really out in Arizona. From Tucson to Phoenix. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? They out there real heavy. It's a bunch of motherfuckers from Detroit and Pontiac out there in Arizona, and you know that to be true. You
yeah,
hear me?
that's a
So the
fact.
whole thing is, bro, you barely even have any spots uh out there that really you can really throw rap shows at. Because the
Yeah,
white people out there don't be buying that shit, you hear me?
exactly.
So all that shit about he called you out and the rest of that goofy ass shit, nigga, you with 30 motherfuckers, the police is everywhere. We see the footage. The police are everywhere.
Oh,
Listen, for people who don't know how Arizona land, bro, everything from Phoenix to Tucson, all that shit, even though Phoenix is kind of like the hood type shit, you know what I'm saying? It's still controlled by white people. And white people still not gonna let you niggas get too loose out there. You hear me?
You damn right. He ain't lying. I'm gonna stop him when he lying.
Yeah, it ain't no lie. Everybody know how that shit go, bro. He just knew you was out there. He knew that they had booked for the show. He knew you was out there. He understands what was going on between you and him. So he had to try to say something, make it look like that he was gonna back you down or something. That's almost the same thing that Baby Shoes tried to do with me. Now, mind you, I was in LA. Wack 100. Now, this is after I talked to y'all last. Wack 100 go on the Wack and Adams show the following week. He showed Adam his telephone, where he supposedly had my hotel and my room number. And he said, "Oh, but the Crips told me this. The Crips." Once again, it's the Crips again. I don't know what the fuck going on with the Crips. They still following behind him, and he makes sure that he let the whole world know. Oh, the Crips gave me this information. You basically implicate the Crips again.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Like I don't get the obsession either. And why he ain't got half and half. And I don't know.
He ain't got half and half because the Pyrus ain't fucking with him like that. The boys and bums, they ain't fucking with him like that, bro.
Hey,
They're
look,
not
I was
they're
just
not
about to
fucking with him
say,
like
you know
that.
how he always be like, you ain't got the right rank of respect. Yeah, the Pyrus ain't got that respect for his ass. That's why he be trying to do that shit with them krill. That's a fact.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I got my nigga big folks in here too, man.
Man, shout out to them real Pirus from Capanella. Where Wack from, they better go check in with them boys before they get in trouble.
And then he said,
Wack a suburb blood.
hey, listen, then he said, oh yeah, I knew he was at no jumper. Well, I mean, if it was an issue, I wasn't even thinking about you at all. Period. I wasn't thinking about that nigga at all. Period. The Pyrus from Compton was with me, inside and outside of no jumper.
Who you with my little bro Zoe and them?
I was with Rich Red and them, man.
Zoe and G Weed, that's my family,
Yeah,
man.
G Weed. Yeah, I said, well, they was in there when Wack knew not to show up at that motherfucking no jumper, bro. He knew that he first of all he wouldn't even got in there. He wouldn't even got in the building.
I know G Weed ain't go to no jumper. He despised that. He ain't about to go towards the building.
Yeah, he wasn't. I ain't even gonna name the people who was there, but he know who was there because
Let that shit.
phone calls came from the inside. You know, motherfucking well that somebody inside no jumper let dog know that I was up there. And on top of that, Adam he announced that I was gonna be there. He put it up that he was going live with me. I was in no jumper 4.5 hours, bro.
That's what I say. Be a lot of pump faking, man. Don't be. It be a lot of picking and choosing.
Motherfucker
Yeah,
gotta stop letting Wack send them off, man. His ass
yeah,
playing on
and
here.
see, this is another thing, right? See, here's the biggest thing. I don't have no beef with Crips and Bloods in LA, bro. So it's the whole Wack and Baby Shooter who try to make it look like that they represent the Crips and they represent the Pyrus and what they say goes. I don't have no problem with Pyrus. I don't have no problem with no Crips whatsoever. Period. So when motherfuckers like, damn, Dawgface, you gonna come to LA and go to no jumper? Hell yeah, I'm coming. I don't got no beef with the Pirates. I don't have no beef with the Crips. I fuck with people from both sides of the equation, bro. I don't have no beef with them. I can go wherever I want to go.
Yeah, man. That nigga was real quiet when you was in town, man. I ain't hear one peep, man. You know?
Why you ain't pop out last night, Rockstar? They was out
Ooh, who?
here.
Who?
Why they was in Arizona, wasn't it?
I popped up. I was outside. I was outside the
I don't never
venue,
get
nigga.
no call for none of the fun. I would have went and hung out.
Yeah, I was outside the venue,
My
nigga.
nigga Creep ain't called me. He would have called me. He ain't even
Hey,
called me.
them niggas, come on, bro. They know what time it is, man. Them niggas in and out, man. They ain't trying to be doing too much. But like Face said, these
In
niggas pump
Arizona.
faking. Like this nigga Dawgface said, these niggas pump faking, bro. Like, you know what type of time it is. You texting niggas talking about you gonna be. Come on, bro. If it's on, it's on. If it's on, it's on. I ain't about to text no nigga. Tell nigga
Yeah,
nothing.
I mean, so listen, bro. Listen. Don't forget, Wack supposed to be an old school gangster. The more people you text, the more people you call about some funk. All you doing is opening up yourself to be exposed, or open up your. The more people know about some street shit, the more opportunity motherfuckers got to break bad on situations. So if you really had a problem with the motherfucker, you know how to get in contact with Rockstar, bro. If you really had a problem and the problem was on that level of the game, you know how to get in contact with him, my nigga.
But Wax smart on the content side. So if I'm coming to
Yeah,
Arizona and I know Rockstar here, I'm doing the same thing.
yeah, but he didn't do the same thing with me though. If you
Uh,
notice, if
That's
you
what I'm
notice, he
They
didn't do
don't
the
play in
same
the
thing with
Midwest.
me.
They don't do them shows in the Midwest.
Mm-mm.
I don't know no show that come through our shit like that.
Yeah,
Only
but you know,
motherfucker that was
yeah,
plugged like that coming from LA was Nipsey. Nobody else.
well, the whole thing is Detroit don't have no problem with LA. No, Detroit niggas fuck with LA real heavy, my nigga. They
Yeah,
fuck with
y'all skipped
Oakland
over
real heavy.
Chicago and adapted LA culture before y'all adapted Chicago culture. I always wondered about that.
Yeah, I mean, because the whole thing is Detroit and Chicago, two powerhouses. Chicago is bigger than
No, I
Detroit.
just think that Chicago just
Yeah,
a gangster city that don't allow outsiders come. If you're an outsider, you
yeah,
99% of the time you getting robbed.
yeah. I
You
mean,
can come with your
Chicago.
plays, you can lay it out, your people can have your back, but for so long down the line, your ass getting something gonna happen.
Yeah, then let's keep it G, bro. Like Chicago is Chicago, but LA is like an entertainment hub.
Yeah, that's where you
Atlanta
move when you get
is it?
on.
Yeah. Atlanta is an entertainment hub. Chicago is where you go when you want to sell dope, rob, kill, and kidnap niggas.
Yep.
That's it.
That's why
If
most
you
of the
ain't,
outsiders stay away. Well, we never had
yeah.
no intrusions, no Bloods, no Crips, no nothing outside of what our people organized. Never came to LA, no licks down, ever.
No, I mean you ain't gonna have that because when you look at the gang history, bro, from the very beginning, man. Well, no,
No,
everything
but all
from
around America, we lay
yeah.
licks down in every state. So everybody
hmm
can't say that though. Every
No, I
state.
mean in Chicago, motherfucker. Chicago is such a dangerous city, brother. Where it ain't even safe for motherfuckers who live. That's why you listen
No.
in Arizona, man.
Shit, no.
Listen, it's more Chicago niggas in Arizona
Detroit,
than any.
Chicago. It's more
it's
Detroit,
both.
Yeah,
It's
Milwaukee than
both. It's
Chicago
both
people in
though. I ain't
Arizona.
gonna lie to you. It's both.
yeah.
Now it's all three.
Milwaukee,
It's Milwaukee,
yeah,
Chicago, and Detroit. It's out
yeah,
here.
but listen, Milwaukee is baby Chicago, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, no,
So
they don't. We don't get them that much now. Don't go too
no,
crazy now, dog face.
I ain't
Them
saying that
niggas are
they.
still riding up fat ass Tahoes and big
Yeah, yeah,
suits and
yeah,
shit. Like,
yeah.
nah, bro. Even the
But what
niggas
I'm
that got
saying
money,
is,
go on their Instagrams. Look at the ones that got money. They look like clowns. They wear colorful clothes and silly shit. Ain't nothing about them
yeah,
scream Chicago.
no. I ain't saying that like that. But I'm saying that when it comes to influence, Milwaukee, because of the proximity, is heavily influenced by GD, BD, Vice Lords. You know what I'm
True.
saying?
That's a fact.
So
True.
Milwaukee, we got a real heavy Chicago influence as far as the gang culture go. You feel me?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, that
Now, as
shit
far as music
30
go,
years ago.
yeah, as far as
That's why
as
they
far
built backwards. Like that shit 30 years ago, boy.
I ain't even gonna diss them, but as far as music go, Milwaukee really gravitates towards Detroit as far as the music
Yeah,
scene go.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yep. For the music, they go like Detroit, yep. I got good niggas in Milwaukee though, like real street money. What's his name? Yep. Two and
Yeah,
all them.
street
But they
kind of,
fuck
yeah.
they. You would swear they was from Detroit though.
Yeah. So it's kind of like it's when it comes to when it comes to the streets, they operate like Chicago motherfuckers to a certain extent because they get heavy GD, heavy BD, heavy Vice Lord activity. But when it
They,
comes to like social shit, Cartiers and all the rest of that shit, they really it's really like a city divided in half. You hear me?
hmm.
Yeah, but
I
that shit
always
don't.
bust I always bust my Milwaukee niggas balls.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, it is
like
what
they
it
from the
is.
country.
They know where it's going. They know where it's coming. But the shit he tried to pull with the whole "I'm out here," bro. You came out here to do a show, and when you came out here, the same thing happened. The same thing that happened to you everywhere you go. You arguing, finna pump faking, finna get into a fight with a motherfucker, bro. Come on with that bullshit, bro.
You too old
If
for
it's
that shit. Ah,
it's too old
my
for that
blood
shit.
pressure get too. I ain't been outside with no fucking rappers arguing, no security guards. That
Yeah,
ain't no
then the
rich
whole
nigga shit. I know that.
yeah, definitely. And then the whole thing is you out there as a manager. You supposed to be representing your artist. Everywhere you go, you bump heads with somebody. So listen, and then he trying to sell that shit like it's some gangster shit. But as a manager, as a representative of your artist, you supposed to know how to diffuse shit so you can get the money, get in, do the show, get out without no incident. Everywhere you go, you get into it with a motherfucker. That ain't no real shit. That's not what no manager do, bro.
Hell no. That's
No, no.
fucking up the money.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand that. I mean, was you like that, folks? With
Nigga, when I had Lil Mouse, nigga, we had every corner of the earth locked down everywhere, nigga. Every hood, Bloods, Crip, GDs, BDs, country, out the country. So I'm a different breed. I go everywhere, and I don't have no problems because we get money. So if normally when I'm getting called for even back then, is we talking about money. So ain't nobody think about that gang shit and all that shit. Everybody know we had, got the folks. I got, that just go without being said though. So we really never had no problems like that. It was always just go get the bread,
I
wrap it
feel
up.
like Wack create the problems for himself. Like, don't nobody really be tripping on you. Like,
Bully his stuff into some shit. That's why that nigga don't. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then peep game though, right? Let's watch this, right? It's always a cell phone around to capture this shit. How is there always a
Ain't that
cell phone around?
Blueface?
Come on, bro. How's that? The first people in the cell phone footage is coming from Wack angle. The cell phone footage, if y'all peep this shit, the shit that happened, I think, in Portland, the cell phone footage came from behind Wack, right? The cell phone footage in this situation came from Wack angle. Why is there always a cell phone around to capture all this goofy dumbass shit?
Well, I
And
think
then,
Blueface was streaming. That's why they caught that one.
bro, this shit a bunch of clown shit, bro. That shit a bunch of clown shit. If he had a problem with a motherfucker, that ain't how you have no problem.
Nah, man, he don't want that smoke face.
I mean, it is what it is, man. He a
I
clown.
don't
He
think him and
motherfucker.
Rockstar shit for real. I think he's just antagonizing Rock. You know how that shit going back and forth type shit. He ain't no shit with
Oh
Rock.
yeah, yeah, that's
It's
obvious.
Arizona,
You
nigga.
know,
This wild, wild west. Motherfucker get really, really, if you really know about Arizona, you can get really wild right here.
Exactly.
It don't take
hmm
too much.
That's what I'll be like. I don't even know why they want to play like that.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, face. Oh, I got both y'all here. Big folks face, dog face. Chicago, Detroit in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? All the way to LA. We all tied in. Uh, how y'all feel about the big?
Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, you want to see more videos like this, hop in the comments, get my likes up. It doesn't cost nothing for you to support. Become a member ASAP. You understand? Turn on your notifications, tap that bell, smash that like button, follow Smut Free TV on Instagram and TikTok. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. And I can't stress enough, when I go live, super chat. You can send donations to the Cash App, Rocstar2800. All of it is helping for the cause of Smut Free TV. You understand? Building this brand. So stay tuned for more if you want to see more rants, more reactions, more Rockstar reports. It's right here on Smut Free TV.
Don't do something and come back. Don't keep cracking and come back. That's what I said. You not. You not. Don't keep cracking and come back. You not. You not. Don't keep cracking and come back. You not. You not. Keep cracking and come back. Keep cracking and come back. Keep cracking and come back. You not.